Hey, what's up everyone, Z here. Today I'm going to talk about how I'm keeping my reef tank. Today's topic is on the filtration. So, sorry, I'm just looking at my blue spot Gobi. Alright, about filtration. My filtration is a regular, very iconic Sump filtration. It has 4 chambers. The first chamber is the filter floss. I don't use socks since I hate to wash socks. So I just use the filter floss. I change the filter floss every week. I just throw away the old one and put in the new one every week during the water change. Alright, so that's just the first chamber. In my first chamber also has a biological filtration, which the marine pure brick. It's 8x8x4. It's a larger one. However, I cut into a 4x4x8, so 2 of the 4x4x8, and lay it down under my filter floss, so that would be in a very high flow area. I have another one, another 8x8x4 marine pure brick in my refugium. Then the second chamber, it's my protein skimmer. It's RedSea RSK 300. It's the smallest one. Reason behind that is I don't want to run a larger skimmer. I just want to run the medium or minimum or smaller one, so I can keep the protein skimmer always on the full capacity, so I don't have to adjust the water level or the air level constantly. Yeah, so basically just plug in and play, because usually when I use a larger protein skimmer, when the bioload is getting high, I always have to kind of adjust the water level to make it just do it functional properly. So if I use in a small medium protein skimmer, I don't have to do that since it's always on its full capacity. I don't have to adjust it all the time. That's the second chamber. That's basically all my mechanical filtration. Then it will go to the third chamber. Oh no, sorry, it's just still in the second chamber. I have a carbon reactor, so I run carbon 24/7. I know that it will take out a lot of trace element. However, I think in my water, it's not that great. My city water is really bad. Even though I use TDS 0 water, I think there are still some contaminated in the water, so I have to run a carbon 24/7. I use 1 cup of the carbon, and I change that carbon every, I would say, bi-weekly or every month. Depends on how I feel like. So recently I change it every month. Before I change bi-weekly. I don't notice any problem, so I might just stick to monthly change. Alright, so that's the second chamber. Now we come to the third chamber, which is the refugium. I run a very cheap light from Amazon. Just kind of the smaller grow light. Like I mentioned before, I have a marine pure bio. I think it was called bio brick, things like that. It's the larger brick, 8x8x4. I have it in the refugium, and I run Trado in there. However, I think the Trader doesn't do really well in my system since I have to replenish the Trader every 6 months or so. Usually doing great in first like 3 or 4 months, then it stops growing, and it just melts. Even though I dose the Trader grow, doesn't really help much. So I might change to a different microalgae later on, maybe some type of calopa. I heard it's as good as the trader as well. So That's all about the third chamber, which is the refusion. And the last chamber is the return pump. I have a Sicce, I think it's 5. It's the biggest one. It's AC return pump. Since AC is more reliable, yeah, that's the main reason I'm using AC. I don't really mind the sound. Actually, the sound is not that bad. It's the sound is smaller than the Skimmer. So yeah, that's basically all the things in my sump. That's literally all the filtration I have. However, I do have a red mangrove growing in my frag tank, which is connected to the main display. So I think that counts of another like nutrient export as well. Yeah, that's basically all my filtration. It's very simple. I don't really manual dose anything other than the shadowgrow. grow. In my last chamber, I have all the dosing in the on the doser, so it's kind of a 4-head doser from Jebao. 3 major elements, which is calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. Another head is dosing the aqua power. Yeah, that's basically everything in my sump. That's all my filtration. So yeah, that's all for this video. Next time I'm gonna talk about how do I keep the parameters, and how do I dose, and how do I keep the stability of the system, since that's when that's all about the SPS part. All right, so thanks for watching. See you next time.